KYA at 28 minutes before 7 o'clock. In case you just tuned in and wondered what the heck is happening up there, this is Norm Davis sitting in for Tom Donahue, who had so many problems he couldn't make it tonight. So I was stuck with a show, and it's been so long since I've done a show that I'm a little confused. But I know that you will help me out if I should run into any more problems. Won't you?
Pedestrians who walk on the road at night without a light don't realize how hard it is for drivers to see them. Bad visibility is no excuse for the death of a pedestrian. Watch out for them. This is Officer Riley.
Going to have more rain tomorrow. At least 9 out of 10 weathermen believe that. Chance is 90% for tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night. A little bit cooler with the low tonight 46 to 52, high tomorrow 50 to 55, and it's about 57 degrees most places around the bay right now. Here's one I always hated by the Dovells. Whatever happened to them? Same thing that happened to a lot of groups, I remember. Really something was joining something when they use the Bristol style. That was a very big record at one time, not especially on the West Coast, but back east, you know, everybody was saying, the Dovells, we've got to buy that. Sold millions. And then they went back to their job in the filling station, I guess. That's where Mitchell says that all those guys are, back pumping gas again. Yeah, all right, or a car wash. It's 25 minutes before 7 o'clock at KYA, and just about any place in California, as a matter of fact. Me, my turn? Wait a minute. When I push that button and get nothing, sheer panic takes over because I'm all confused. Oh, San Francisco's 3 major museums, the De Young, the Legion of Honor, and the Museum of Art, are holding a joint exhibition entitled Man, Glory, Jest, and Riddle. It's a study of the human form through the ages and will be open through January 3rd. Sounds kind of wild, huh? Admission is 50 cents for adults and 25 cents for children at each museum.
KYA cash card.
That's better. I'm sure that I heard Jim Washburn say it was $130 in the cash card jackpot, so I'm going to change it. It says 125 here. I was always free with other people's money. $130 in the cash card jackpot, and we'll be giving away, or trying to give away, that money twice tonight between now and midnight. Patsy Van Kirk of San Mateo won $10 on the Moose's show last Tuesday, and that was our last winner, which is why we have a big jackpot at this moment in our lives.
This happened once before. I came to your door, no reply. They said it wasn't you. I I saw you peek through your window. I saw the light. I saw the light. I know that you saw me as I looked up to see your face. I tried to telephone. They said you were not home. That's a lie. 'Cause I know where you've been. I saw you walking your door. I nearly died. I nearly died. 'Cause you walked hand in hand with another man in my place. If I were you, I'd realize I love you more than any other guy. And I forgive the lies that I heard before when you gave me no reply. I tried to telephone, they said you were not home. That's a lie. 'Cause I know where you've been. I saw you walking your door. I nearly died. I nearly died. 'Cause you walk hand in hand with another man in my place. No reply. No reply.
That's from the Beatles' 65 album called No Reply by the Beatles, a strange, new, imported group that seems to have sold a couple of records since I was last sitting here. It's 21 minutes now before 7 o'clock. I've been getting calls from people who say, hey, listen, whatever your name is, and that is very, very bad on the ego. When you talk to somebody whose name you have forgotten or don't know, you must never do that, you know. Pretend like you know the name. Hi, gee, how are you? How's the family? Uh-huh. You can do 20 minutes like that, and they'll never know that you don't even know who you're talking to.
I'm Dr. Frank Baxter, and I'd like to tell you about a challenging and rewarding profession, teaching. Education is the most important foundation of our society, and good education cannot exist without good teachers. It's a good profession. It pays better than it did in the past, and salaries are improving all the time. And for information about a teaching career, write to the State Department of Education at Sacramento, and write also to the California Teachers Association, Burlingame, California.
You know, the last time I was in here, we used to have a long chart with about 70 little typewritten lines on it, which were what you were supposed to say when you described KYA. And there's nothing like it. You know, I can't say the station that starts them and charts them, or where the hits are made and played. Those were a couple of the better ones. Do you remember any of those old? There were some real bad ones on there. The station of green lights and blue skies. That's us. A group of girls came up here a couple of years ago. Nobody knew their names. I made them stars. They didn't even send me a Christmas card. How do you like that? That's the Para Sisters and Be My Boy. Yes, they were famous once, too. Whatever happened to the Para Sisters? Are they still working Las Vegas now? Are they old enough to work Las Vegas? I guess they have a law, that's right. You don't have to be 21 or anything if you work behind the bar. To work in front of the bar, that's another story. We'll check some headlines in a minute. Meanwhile...
They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one.
Wilbert Harrison with a Golden Gate Grape going to Kansas City. Hey, where is that from? What year is that from? That's 1966. 1. 1950. 2. 39. What did you say, 60 or 61? 59. Hey, that only took 12 minutes. It's 10 minutes before 7 o'clock. This is Norman Davis. Norman Davis. Remember that, friends. Normandavis. Now you won't forget. I keep getting calls from saying, listen, whoever you are, I like you better than that guy, whoever he is, who's on. And you got to know who's on most of the time here. That's Big Daddy, right? Okay. Your driver's license does not grant you the privilege of taking chances. Rather, it carries with it the responsibility to drive with respect for life and property, both your own and others. Accept your responsibility at the wheel. Enjoy a safe, good holiday with best wishes from the National Safety Council. All right. Incidentally, I guess a lot of people call in here during the day and talk to the guys who are on the air, I imagine. So I will try to, pick up the phone now and then, but I really am pretty confused. So if I don't get to you right away, be very patient with me. Will you do that? What are you talking about? Number 11 on this week's Top 30 at KYA. It's now 5 minutes before 7 o'clock. I'm feeling, a little bit more at home now, even though it's been a long time. It still looks the same in here as it did 2 years ago. We still got the bad paint on the walls and the shoe marks. Everybody sits back on their chairs and wipes their feet on the side of the wall. The clock is still out of order. I don't think they've changed a thing since I was here last time.
This is Ralph Bellamy. Girls, get in on the fun. And adults, lend your time and talent to the Campfire Girls in your community. Today's program for today's girls.
Colonel Splendid, you look a little down in the dumps. Something wrong, sir.
Yes, Lieutenant Cavendish. Yesterday, I took delivery on 37 new destroyers at the harbor for Emperor Nelson's Royal Navy.
37 new destroyers? Golly, what's wrong?
They won't function. That's what's wrong. They arrived incomplete.
Incomplete, sir? What's missing?
The keys to wind them up.
Why now? Become a lieutenant in Emperor Nelson's Commandos. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Gene Nelson, KYA, San Francisco.
I don't know too much about Gene Nelson's Commandos, but could that be anything at all like the Swingers Club?
Oh, well, I'm sitting here long, waiting for my yaya. I'm sitting here long, waiting for my yaya. The lead sounds funny, but I don't believe he's coming. Baby, hurry, don't make me worry.
Happening.
KYA Radio 1260.
Oh, I forgot to say AM and FM again. Baby, don't go. Who are Sonny and Cher?
I never had a mother. I hardly knew my dad. I've been in town for 18 years. You're the only boy I've had. I can't say
by Sonny and Cher, spelled C-H-E-R. I never heard of that group before. Have they had many hits since I've been away? They did have a hit, huh? Oh, this one. But it's not on the top 30, so it's not a very big hit, right? It's 3 minutes past 7 o'clock. Tom Donahue was busy tonight and couldn't make it, so he asked me if I would stumble through this 6-hour bit, and I'm doing my best, although I know it probably sounds like I'm not. This is Norman Davis, emanating from Studio D. Is this thing yours or mine? It's yours. You can have it.
Watch out! Orderly's on duty tonight. Yes, it's Jerry Lewis making a complete cast of himself in Paramount Pictures' Hospital Area's new comedy, The Disorderly Orderly in Technicolor.
Now playing at the El Rey San Francisco, New Mission San Francisco, Stadium Drive-In San Leandro, T&D in Oakland, and the Berkeley in Berkeley.
KYA weather.
Weatherman says more rain tonight and tomorrow. 9 out of 10 weathermen predict rain, so we have a 90% chance. A little bit cooler, possibly some sunshine tomorrow. Low tonight 46 to 52. Right now it's about 56 degrees most places around the bay. This is mine now, Martin. Okay. A lot of guys used to call me when I was, talking to people on the phone a lot, and said, how do I get to be a disc jockey? And it's a pretty easy way right here in town. An average of 3 disc jockey graduates of the Chris Borden School of Modern Radio Technique are placing good jobs with radio stations every week. Now, you add that up, and that's more than 150 personality disc jockeys or engineers' jobs every year. If you are interested in a career in radio, write to Chris Borden, 259 Geary, San Francisco. That's 259 Geary if you're a high school graduate. Incidentally, girls and women may apply too. If you want to get into radio, write for a free brochure from Chris Borden, 259 Geary, San Francisco. Classes will start January 11th.
One day you'll look to see I've gone, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. Someday you'll know I was the one, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And now the time has come, and though my love I must go, and though I lose a friend, in the end you will know. Oh, one day you'll find that I have gone, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. If tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And now the time has come, and so my love I must go. And though I lose a friend, in the end you will know. Oh, one day you'll find that I have gone, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun.
That's the Beatles from their 65 album, and I'll Follow the Sun. I think that's, probably the most popular number in the album, huh? Among disc jockeys, I know it is, because it's only about a minute long, and when you get jammed up for time, you can play it. I've heard that one 87 times in the last 3 days.
A woman can love her family and love being married, but sometimes running a house can get to be just too much. Formulas, laundry, cooking, dishes, shopping, over and over again until you're ready to explode. Sometimes you do explode inside, and headache can be a sign of it. When the pressures of being a woman bring on pain, Bufferin brings you comforting relief. At a recent medical convention, doctors heard in the first critical minutes, 2 Bufferin deliver twice as much pure pain reliever as 2 simple aspirin. In seconds, Bufferin's pain reliever rushes into your bloodstream, where it begins to soothe away the nerve-tensing pain brought on by everyday pressures. And Bufferin sustains its strong, soothing relief for hours. So remember, when the pressures of being a woman bring on pain, Bufferin brings you comforting relief. In minutes, 2 Bufferin deliver twice as much pure pain reliever as 2 aspirin. Take Bufferin.
For the first 10 days of 1965, KYA will add $100 a day to the cash card jackpot. Happy New Year!
Thanks a lot. Here's Bobby V.
If you found another guy who satisfies you more than I do, run to him. I'll step aside. If you think his lips can get you better than my lips can get you, run to him. Forget my pride. If someone else's arms can hold you better than my arms can hold you, go to him and go to him. All your devotion. If somebody else can make you happier than I can make you love to him, my tears will dry. If someone else's arms can hold you better than my arms can hold you, go to him and show to him all your devotion. If somebody else can make you happier than I can make you run to him, why do why? If it's me you want to love you, I'll be more than glad to love you. Hold you till your life is done, but darling, if I'm not the one, then run.
I was always kind of a ballad freak, you know, the pretty, soft, quiet, melodic songs. Those are the ones that I really dug. They get a hold of me and they just won't let go. That was a pretty one, I remember. Bobby V and Run to Him, also from 1961. It's 10 minutes past 7. This is our weekend special with Golden Gate Greats Every Other Record. And this is Norman Davis sitting in for Tom Donahue. Will Wonders Never Cease?
New. Go steady with a clear skin with Bactine skin cream. You're in.
New Bactine medicated skin cream. Medicated for a clear complexion. Keep it Bactine clean.
Get the connection?
Medicates deep down, really cleans those pores, helps polish off blemishes.
They're such bores.
Those smelly creams
Greasy too.
have no place on your face.
'Cause it's easy to. Go steady with a clear skin with Bactine skin cream. You're in.
Has a clean scent you'll like so well. It medicates.
But no medicine smell.
So have a skin like peaches and cream. Keep it steadily Bactine clean. Rinses off like a milky lotion. Waste no time.
Get in motion and go steady with a clear skin with Bactine skin cream. You're in. New. New.
1260.
Won't say nothing bad about my baby. That actually was after my time, friends, but I remember that one because it had a catchy little melody. It's 7:30 at KYA, and this is where we do the sports, right? There's not too much happened today. A couple football games. Buffalo won the American Football League championship. They beat San Diego 20-7. According to Norman's predictions earlier this week, Georgia beat Texas Tech 7-0. In the Blue-Gray game, the North won 10-6. And at Santa Anita this afternoon, Native Diver won the Palos Verdes Handicap, and Gummo won the $68,000 California Breeders' Championship at Santa Anita. That's about all that happened today in sports.
KYA Radio 1260.
forgetting to say AM and FM over that. Here's the number 3 sound this week.
I hate to say it, but I told you so. Don't mind my preaching to you. I said don't trust them, baby, now you know. You don't learn everything there is to know at school. Wouldn't believe me when I gave it back. I said that he was a thief. If he won't help you, better ask me now. So be just here to miss me with a ready sleep. I thought I lied. It seems so funny to me. Lie, you met a guy who taught you how it really to be. Lonely, oh so lonely. Don't think I'm being funny when I say you got just what you deserve. I can't help feeling you found out today. You thought you were too good, you had a lot of them. Won't say I'm sorry for the things I said. I'm glad he packed up to go. You kept on bragging he was yours instead. Mom, you don't know everything that is to know. I thought I died. It seems so funny to me. You met a guy who taught you how to be. Lonely, oh so lonely. Before I go, I'd like to say one thing. Don't close your ears to me. Take my advice and you find out that she is just another girl towards you misery. Don't say you can't get any boy to call. Don't be so smug around. You'll find you can't get any boy at all. You'll wind up as a lady sitting on the shelf. It seems so funny to me. You met a guy who taught you how to be. Lonely.
The Beau Brummels from the Bay Area with what may be the nation's next number 1 sound, looks like. Number 3 this week on the top 30. Laugh, laugh. It's 26 minutes before 8 o'clock. And this is Norman Davis doing Big Daddy's show tonight. Tom had to be at the James Brown show over in Oakland this evening, so there was just nobody else around. Well, actually, you know who they would call first if they ever needed anybody, right? It wouldn't be me. I guess nobody else is in town. Kafuri went to Pasadena, and you know who went you know where. That was about it, I guess. But it's still a lot of fun. As soon as I become acclimatized to Studio D again, because it's been a very long time since I've been in here. At any rate, it's now 56 degrees in San Francisco, and I must have something to do here. The Fremont, is that it? Fremont Drag Strip? That's where it is, right? Tomorrow, barring some really bad weather, they're going to have the named AA Fuelers at Fremont Drag Strip. Special prizes for top stock cars. Try to make it to Fremont tomorrow. I often thought they could make drag racing a lot more exciting if they would have at the quarter mile, at the end of the quarter mile strip, they had a cliff that dropped down about 200 feet. And then, those parachutes would really be useful.
KYA weather.
Going to rain most of tonight and tomorrow, 90% chance of rain. And some sunshine tomorrow, but a little cooler. Low tonight 46 to 52, high tomorrow 50 to 55. Right now 56 to 58 degrees around the bay. But this one I remember very well, and it was one of my favorites at that time.
Though we gotta say goodbye for the summer. Darling, I promise you this, I'll send you all my love. it's gonna be a cold, lonely summer, but I'll fill the emptiness. I'll send you all my dreams every day in a letter sealed with a kiss. I'll see you in the sunlight. I'll hear your voice everywhere. I'll run to tenderly hold you, but darling, you won't be there. I don't want to say goodbye for the summer, knowing the love we'll miss. Oh, let us make a pledge to meet in September and seal it with a kiss. Yes, it's gonna be a cold, lonely summer, but I'll fill the emptiness. I'll send you all my love every day in a letter sealed with a kiss, sealed with a kiss, sealed with a kiss.
KYA Pulse Beat News.
At 14 minutes. San Francisco's #1 song on our new Top 30 by the Righteous Brothers. You have lost that lovin' feeling. That's a pretty song. It's 8 minutes before 8 o'clock, and this is Norman Davis on a Saturday night. A strange place for me to be emanating from, but nevertheless I am, because Tom Donahue had other plans this evening. And we'll be here till midnight when Tom Saunders will take over. Johnny Mathis opens at the Circle Star Theater in San Carlos for 9 days only, and he wants to say happy new shows. See Johnny and the Young Americans at the fabulous Circle Star Theater, the largest, most beautiful theater in the round in the world, for just $3.50. That's right, just $3.50, and you can have the greatest New Year's Eve ever. So hurry and make your plans now. Call 365-0565. That's 365-0565 for information. 1260. Okay, I had something else to do here, I'm sure. It's amazing how my mind suddenly becomes a complete blank.
cry. Big girl, don't cry. They don't cry. Shame on you, your mama said. Shame on you, you cried in bed. Shame on you, you told the lie. Hey girl, do cry. Hey girl, they don't cry. Hey girl, come on, cry. That's just an alibi.
Seasons, and that, I think, was their first big hit, or was Sherry their first big hit? I don't know. It was one of their first big hits anyway. Golden Gate Great on our $1 Million Weekend at 5 minutes before 8 o'clock at KYA. It's still 56 degrees downtown. And they've really changed this log around a lot. I've never really paid much attention to it before now, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's written in Chinese. I didn't know our owner was a Chinese. But he is. No, it's not. It's written in some strange language, though, that I don't understand. The most loverly holiday package in San Francisco is My Fair Lady at the Coronet Theater. It will leave a smile on your lips and a song in your heart. Special matinees now through January 3rd, daily at 2 p.m. Treat yourself to the most spectacular musical ever, My Fair Lady, starring Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison in Technicolor and Super Panavision. Hey, oh wait, that's not all. Super Panavision 70 from Warner Brothers. Remember, 2 shows daily of My Fair Lady now through January 3rd. Good seats are available for all performances at the Coronet box office. Now, either I push a button or you push a button. Which shall it be?
Daphne,
Yes, Colonel Splendid.
is everything taken care of for Emperor Nelson's fox hunt?
Yes, sir. The horses, the red jackets, and riding breeches. And Harry James is going to blow the horn to start the hunt. 100 of Emperor Nelson's foxhounds are ready.
Did anyone get the fox? There won't be any fox. No fox? How can you have a fox hunt without a fox if there's no fox? What will the hounds chase? If you look out the window, you'll see.
Where?
In that cage.
Lieutenant Mitchell!
Join now. Become a lieutenant in Emperor Nelson's Commandos. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Gene Nelson, KYA, San Francisco.
Gene works in the morning, of course, and I work at night, so we very seldom see each other. But I understand that this Emperor bit is really going to his head. Is that true? Is it true that he's now taking up violin? I don't know. There's Andy Williams. That's Andy Williams with a great new sound. I think that's as good as anything he's ever done, and that's... What number is that? Where's my list? Wait a minute. It's so confusing in here. I'm used to the simple life, rip and read, right? But this is a little more involved. That's number 21. I must get together with you someday on those signals, Marty, because I'm just not getting any messages at all, really.
KYA Radio 1260.
I missed it again. Can you play that again? Because that's about the 6th one. I got a mind like a sieve. You got it ready? Go ahead. Watch this.
KYA Radio 1260.
AM and FM. How about that? Doesn't that drive you out of your skull?
There is a road in Spanish Town. A little up in Spanish Town. It's in kind of feel good country, but soft and sweet and raining. There is a rose in Spanish color, a red rose up in Spanish color, with eyes as black as coal, that look down in my soul and start the fire there, and then I lose control. I have to beg your pardon. I'm going to take that road and watch her as she goes in my garden. I'm going to take that road and watch her as she goes in my garden. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey, there's a great old sound. How long has it been since you heard that? An hour or two? That's a great one, though. It's 5 minutes now past 8 o'clock. And this is Norman Davis sitting in for Tom Donahue in case you wondered what's happening to this radio station. Well, that's about it. I thought of something else we used to do a long time ago. Do you remember when Mitchell and there's probably a couple other guys, we tried to see who could play the most records in an hour? Haven't done that for a while. Of course, we've got a lot more commercials now. It might be a little more difficult. What was the record? I think somebody played 27 in an hour. That's a lot of records. You count up the records you hear on almost any radio station in an hour. It'll usually add up to about 14 or 15. Well, those days are gone, huh?
You better buy.
Is that record going up or coming down? Has it been to the top yet? It's staying even. In other words, it ain't going to make it to the top. Maybe it'll make it to the top. It's got a chance at the top, but it's on its way down. So it ain't going to make it to the top. I wish you'd tell me what you're... I don't know what you're saying.
KYA Radio Club 60.
AM and FM. I'll get that right in about 2 more hours. It's 8:31 at KYA in San Francisco. And I found out the record did make it. It was number 1. It's now number 2, which means it's off next week. That's what happens, right? The sports the sports are the Buffalo Bills are the 1964 American Football League champions. They beat San Diego this afternoon 20-7. In 2 college football games at the Sun Bowl, Georgia beat Texas Tech 7-0. In the Blue-Gray game, Blue 10, Gray 6. We have some basketball scores in tonight. After 3 quarters, Baltimore leads New York 92-91. Cincinnati beats Philadelphia, but I don't have the final score here. At halftime, St. Louis leads Boston 59-49. In college basketball, we got all Eastern teams here. No Western teams involved, so we'll forget those. Guys still making records and still a very big star in nightclubs and, hotels and things like that. Puppy Love is from 1973. I forgot it. 25 minutes before 9 o'clock on the Tom Donahue Show from KYA. Pete Paulson's House of Wheels is selling out everything. Wheels of all makes and kinds, auto stereo, and even $2 Beetle T-shirts for 89 cents. That's a bad sign, when they start discounting Beetle thing. Pete has to sell everything at desperately low prices, though, before he can order any new stock for 1965. You better hurry for the lowest price anywhere on wheels, as long as they last between now and New Year's Day at the House of Wheels, 1470 150th in San Leandro, also in Stockton and in Pleasant Hill.
KYA weather.
More rain tonight and tomorrow, a little bit cooler, low tonight 46 to 52, says the weatherman, with a high tomorrow 50 to 55. It's about 55, 56 degrees all around the bay right now. Now let's see, I've been getting a few requests to play some records, and I will try to get them on. As I said before, I'm a little confused, so if it takes me a while to get acclimatized again, you will bear with me, won't you? If you don't, I'm in trouble. More trouble.
He said to me he wanted to be near to me. He said he never wanted to be out of my sight. But it's too late to give this for my love tonight. Please wait at the gate of heaven for me, Terry. He said to me he wanted to be close by my side. We had a quarrel, I was untrue on the night he died. And it's too late to tell this boy how great he was. Please wait at the gate of heaven for me, Terry. He rolled into the night, accelerated his motorbike. I cried to him in fright, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. He said to me, you are the one I want to be with. He said to me, you are the one whom my love I shall give. One day he'll know how hard I prayed for him to live. Please wait at the gate of heaven for me, Terry. He rode into the night, accelerated his motorbike. I cried to him in fright, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. He said to me, you are the one I want to be with. He said to me, you are the one whom my love I shall give. One day he'll know how hard I prayed for him to live. Please wait at the gate of heaven for me, Terry, Terry.
There's the new ace of the week by Twinkle, called Terry, or vice versa, whichever you like. Got some very profound lyrics, you notice. 20 minutes before 9 on the Tom Donahue Show. Here's some really exciting news from Honda. Honda prices were always low, but starting right away, the famous and fabulous Honda 50s are priced even lower. Now you can own your Honda 50 for as little as $215 plus small setup and destination charge. That's right, America's favorite way of getting places. The brand new Honda 50 is now only $215. Exclusive in San Francisco. It's Honda of San Francisco at 2790 Van Ness Avenue. At Honda of San Francisco, You can rent one of their fabulous Honda machines. You can rent one on an hourly or daily basis. And when you discover that you can't do without the marvelous Honda 50, then your rental charges can be applied to a down payment upon termination of the rental period. By the way, there's no parking problem. Hello. There's no parking problem at Honda of San Francisco, so why don't you stop in and see them tomorrow? That's Honda of San Francisco, 2790 Van Ness Avenue.
KYA Cash Card.
I've been waiting to do this for a couple of years. I always felt very envious of these guys when they ripped open the envelope and took out the card. So I'm going to do it right now and see if we can come up with a winner. And the cash card number this time for $130 is, listen, 115235. Got it? 115235. If that's your cash card number, call Yukon 28300. Yukon 28300 within 3 minutes. Properly identify yourself, and you will win the jackpot worth 130 simoleons. The King? Whatever happened to Elvis, anyway?
Walking through a party in the county jail. The prison band was there, they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard the knocked out jailbird sing. Let it rock. Everybody let it rock. Everybody in the whole jailbox was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy played his in a saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the trombone. The drummer boys in Illinois with crack, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was the Purple Gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody knows they are rock. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3, you were the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with me. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody knows they're rock. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Last night was sitting on a block of stone, over in the corner weeping all alone. The boy said, "Hey buddy, don't you be no square. You can't find a partner, use a wooden chair." Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody knows they're rock. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Sister Henry said the buck for heaven's sake. The one's looking up just to make a break. Brother turned to sister and he said, "Nick, Nick, I want to stick around. I want to get my kick." Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody knows they're rock. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. Dancing to the jailhouse rock. Dancing to the jailhouse rock. Dancing to the jailhouse rock.
That's Elvis and one of the real old-timers here. That's from 1957, I think. Elvis Presley and the Jailhouse Rock. The Golden Gate Great at 16 minutes now before 9 o'clock at KYA. I'm late, and we didn't have a winner on our cash card, which is kind of a drag. Linda Carter of San Francisco. If you had called, you would have won $130, but you didn't, so we'll add $5 more. And between now and 12, we'll try one more card for $135. Harlow Marlowe, I've had 17 calls wanting you to come to parties. Do you know that?
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, you give me all your loving and you hurt to love me, all your hugs and kisses and your money too. Well, you know you love me, baby, till you tell me maybe that someday, well, I'll be blue. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave, you know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, when Cupid shot his dart, he shot it at your heart. So if we ever part, then I'll leave you. You sit and hold me and you tell me boldly that someday, well, I'll be through. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, that'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. That'll be the day.
All right, there's another one that goes back about 17 years, I think. That'll be the day. It's 2 minutes past 10 at KYA. A great way to wind up the holidays is to forget what I'm talking about, because it's the wrong commercial. Try that over again.
Girls, don't ask him to come up and see you sometime. Ask him to take you to see Sex and the Single Girl.
I'll tell him. It's C-Sex and the Single Girl, now playing at the United Artists Theater, San Francisco, Fox Theater in Oakland, Belmont Theater in Belmont, and the Redwood Drive-In in Redwood City. And now it's your turn.
KYA weather.
Weather is the same. Showers mostly tomorrow, and it's about the same temps. And I don't think we should make a big thing out of it, really. Pete Paulson's House of Wheels is selling out everything. Wheels of all makes and kinds, auto stereo, even $2 Beetle T-shirts for 89 cents. Can you believe that? Well, it's true. Pete has to sell everything at desperately low prices before he can order any new stock for 1965. You better hurry for the lowest price anywhere on Wheels, 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 as long as they last between now and New Year's Day at the House of Wheels, 1470 150th in San Leandro, also in Stockton and in Pleasant Hill. Golden Gate grates every other record on our $1 Million Weekend, and don't forget we have $135 to give away in the cash card jackpots, so maybe we'll call your number a little bit later on tonight.
Pretty as a midsummer's moon, they call her Dawn. Now think what the future would be with a poor boy like me. Don't go away, please go away. Oh no, I know I want you to stay. Don't go away. Please go away.
last year by the Four Seasons. Did I get the right group that time? That's called Dawn. If I didn't, forget it. It's 25 and a half minutes past 10 at KYA, and I think it's your turn.
Great moments can be yours in the new Action Barbie. If you think you're good enough, you cannot compete. Then the proud new future can be yours.
See your local Army recruiter for full information.
Attention, please. KYA Deluxe Airwaves now boarding for San Bruno, Lomita Park, and Millbrae at gate 1260.
Here's a new record by Gail Garnett called The Lovin' Place. That's a nice place.
Summer has come and gone. You have gone too. You were my summer sun. My skies are blue. But with the autumn sky, my skies turn gray. You were my love and place. You've gone away, and now that loving place stays on my mind. Why, yeah, gonna leave this lonely place behind. You weren't meant to stay. Your heart ran free. I thought you'd change your ways for love of me. I still cannot hear your voice ring in the air. But when I turn around, oh, you were not there. And still that loving place stays on my mind. Oh, yeah, gonna leave this lonely place behind. I'll cry a little while, remembering the way you used to laugh, the way you sing. I'll wait and watch the train all winter through as they pull into town. Well, I'll be looking for you because that loving place stays on my mind. Oh, yeah, gonna leave this lonely place behind. Gonna leave this lonely place behind.
Yeah, it's 29 past 10 now at KYA in San Francisco, AM and FM. Never forget that. Here are the sports happenings today. The Buffalo Bills beat San Diego 20-7 to capture their first American Football League championship. In college football, at El Paso, Georgia beat Texas Tech 7-0 in the Sun Bowl. Blue beat Gray 10-6 in the Blue-Gray game at Montgomery, Alabama. In pro basketball, Boston beat St. Louis 97-84. New York beat Baltimore 118-116. Cincinnati over Philadelphia 135-125. Is there final on the Warriors game yet? Well, it's neck and neck with the Lakers, wherever they are. And Wyoming beat California in a college game 75-74. That's the sports.
KYA Radio 1260.
FM and AM, never forget that.
Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela, menina que vem, que passa, num doce balanço, caminho do mar. Moça do corpo dourado do sol de Ipanema, o seu balançado é mais que um poema, é a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Ah, porque estou tão sozinho. Ah, porque tudo é tão triste. A beleza que existe, a beleza que não é só minha, que também passa sozinha. Ah, se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo sorrindo se enche de graça e fica mais lindo por causa do amor.
And tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently, that when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. But he watched her so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly. But each day when she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at him. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, he smiles, but she doesn't see.
That record's got a lot of class. Big hit earlier this year by Getz and João Gilberto called The Girl from Ipanema. Somebody else said that, but I always thought of a toothpaste when they said that too, you know. I saw the big billboard with the girl there from Ipanema brushing her teeth. It's 11:30 and 30 seconds at KYA. Here is the sports in pro basketball tonight. Boston beat St. Louis 97-84. New York over Baltimore 118-116. Cincy beat Philadelphia 135-125, and the Lakers dumped the Warriors 129-122. In football today, Buffalo won the AFL championship by beating San Diego 20-7. Georgia over Texas Tech 7-0 in the Sun Bowl. In the blue-gray game, it was blue 10, gray 6, and that's the sports.
KYA Radio 1260.
AM and FM. Oh, that was a close call. The Beau Brummels to sing and play.
It's been a pretty long while. It's been a mighty long time. I don't know why I feel this way. Can't figure out the reason. I'm still in love with you, baby. Still in love with you, baby. You're still driving me crazy. You're still driving me crazy. Still in love with you, baby. Don't you know my heart is breaking up inside of me? I can't go on this way forever. I can't go on this way for long. I have a feeling you don't love me. Why won't you prove that I'm wrong? You're still in love with you, baby. Still in love with you, baby. You're still driving me crazy. You're still driving me crazy. Still in love with you, baby. Don't you know my heart is breaking up inside of me? I'd like to know that you were mine and would be fine with me. But I can never come to find out who's fine with me. What can I do so I can prove it? What can I do to show my love? If you want my heart, please remove it. Don't want a one-sided love. Still in love with you, baby. Still in love with you, baby. You're driving me crazy. You're still driving me crazy. Still in love with you, baby. Don't you know my heart is breaking up inside of me? I got to know that you were mine and would be fine with me. But I can tell what's on your mind. I hope you find it in me. What can I do so I can prove it? What can I do to show my love? If you want my heart, please remove it. Don't want a one-sided love. Oh, still in love with you, baby. Still in love with you, baby. You're still driving me crazy. You're still driving me crazy. Still in love with you, baby. Don't you know my heart is breaking up inside of me? Don't you know my heart is breaking up inside of me?
Beau Brummels, that's the new one, Still in Love with You, Baby. It's 26 minutes before midnight. Tom Saunders will be by then to entertain you till, I don't know, about 8:30 Sunday morning, unless the guy who's supposed to be here at 6 shows up on time.
Fellas, this is Jim Backus. Still undecided what to do after graduation from high school? Well, I believe there's no finer way of gaining honor and earning the admiration of your country than by becoming a full-fledged member of our mighty Navy team. See your Navy recruiter today.
That was Mr. Magoo, wasn't it? Wasn't that Jim Backus? Do you see how much attention I'm paying to this whole thing?
KYA weather.
Weatherman says showers through Monday, but some sunshine at times, and about like that. It's 56 degrees in San Francisco.
There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room. In my room.
the name right this time. That's the Beach Boys, "In My Room." That's a pretty song. One of the newer ballads, I should say, that came out this year that I kind of dug. Oh, that was last year, wasn't it? All right. So it was late '63. So I'm a month off. So call me a think for that. 23 minutes before midnight. On Donahue's show. Now I know why he complained so bitterly when they made him do 6 straight hours. It's a long time, you know. But I think I'll make it. The San Francisco Police Department has announced that you are all under arrest as of January 1st, 1965. The bail for parking in driveways has been increased to $15. Driveway violations include the parking of vehicles across the sidewalk so that pedestrian traffic is diverted into the street. So watch it when you're parking your what is the name of that thing? Toy-a-Pet.
KYA Radio 1260.